In a small rural village in northern Vietnam, people still whisper about one thing. If you ever hear 3 knocks on your door at midnight, do not open it. No matter what, because it might not be a person. It might be something that once was. More than 20 years ago, there was a funeral in this village. A normal funeral. Until the dead man sat up inside his coffin. He was not alive. He was not human. Something else had entered his body. And that night, something began. The man's name was Tu Bei. He was a farmer. Quiet, hard-working, and respected by everyone in the village. One afternoon, he went to the rice fields like he always did. But that evening, he never came home. His family started searching for him. They walked through the fields with flashlights, calling his name. Around midnight, they found him lying beside the rice field. He was already dead. There were no wounds, no signs of struggle. The local doctor said it was probably a stroke. The funeral was held the next day. No one expected what would happen that night. The coffin was placed in the center of the house. Incense filled the air. Family members sat around it in silence. Outside, the wind moved through the bamboo trees, making a strange, hollow sound. Near midnight, a black cat appeared. No one saw where it came from. It jumped onto the coffin and stood there, completely still. Its eyes reflected the candlelight. Someone tried to chase it away. But before they could move, the cat let out a long, chilling cry. And then, they heard it. A knock. Another knock. Then a third one. The sound was coming from inside the coffin. At first, no one moved. They stared at each other, unsure if what they heard was real. Then the knocking came again, louder this time. Someone whispered, "There is something inside." An older man slowly shook his head. "Do not open it," he said. It might be possession, but the knocking continued, faster, harder. And then suddenly, the coffin lid exploded open. A pale hand reached out. The fingers twitched unnaturally. And then, Tu Bei sat up. His eyes were open, but they were empty, cold, lifeless. He slowly climbed out of the coffin. His movements were stiff, like something was controlling him from inside. Then suddenly, he lunged forward, faster than anyone expected. He grabbed his nephew and bit deeply into his shoulder. The room erupted in screams. Blood splattered across the floor. Villagers rushed in after hearing the noise. What they saw froze them in place. Tu Bei was crawling across the floor, his mouth covered in blood. Someone whispered in terror, "It's possession. It's real." The villagers tied him down with ropes. It took several men to hold him still. He struggled with unnatural strength. A shaman was called. After looking at him, the shaman said quietly, "That is no longer a human. There's only one way." They burned the body that same night. The screams echoed across the village as the fire consumed him. When it was over, only ashes remained. People believed it had ended. But a week later, the dogs began howling every night. They stared toward the graveyard. Then someone saw a figure standing among the graves. A dark shape, burned, motionless. When they looked closer, they realized it was him, Tu Bei. And even now, people in Dong Kei still warn their children. If you hear footsteps behind you at night, do not turn around, because if you see its eyes, you might be next.